As we start to head into the holiday season, I want to talk about one of the most overstated pieces of self-help advice: gratitude. So whether you're new to self-growth and self-development, or if you're a seasoned dabbler like myself, you will have heard of this magical thing called gratitude. And if you're one of those people and you're about to roll your eyes and skip to the next video, bear with me because I am actually right there with you. I actually hate hearing people talk about gratitude. It gives me the biggest eye roll. I'm like, come on, that sounds so oversimplified.
Gratitude is one of the most overlooked and key principles to your success.
I've definitely tried it. I've done a list before every night where I'm like writing down what I'm grateful for. Usually I end up writing the same like 3 things every night, and it feels very forced and just like, I don't know, inorganic. I don't feel like I've really ever gotten the benefits that people brag about when they talk about gratitude. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to be doing a deep dive on a gratitude practice and see if gratitude is all it's cracked up to be. Everybody from the big guys to the small guys in self-development talk about the power of a gratitude practice. The general consensus seems to be that it can pretty much make you happier with a capital H. Harvard Health says that gratitude helps people feel more positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve their health, deal with adversity, and build strong relationships. Sounds like a miracle cure to me. But have you noticed there isn't really a consensus on exactly how to do gratitude? Like, what exactly is a gratitude practice? So this isn't my first time trying to start a gratitude practice, and usually in the past what I've done is I'll do like an evening gratitude list, right, where you list like 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for, and it always ends up being like the same 3 to 5 things, like my partner, my pets, my home, because like those are really big things, right? Like obviously those are probably the top 3. But then like when I do it every night, instead of feeling more grateful, I feel like it just kind of loses its gusto. Like it's like, okay, it's obvious, like my home, my partner, my pets, my partner, my pets, my home, you know? But also like it wouldn't feel right to skip over those things and like list more trivial things, because then I'd feel like I didn't give thanks for my partner or my pets and my home and like the really big important things. So every time I've tried these gratitude lists, I just don't end up feeling any different. I don't walk away any more warm and fuzzy than I started. And it's certainly not like the lasting deep transformation that everybody talks about when they talk about gratitude. And on top of that, I feel like I still don't have a good understanding of what gratitude is, like philosophically. So I reached out to some of my friends and mentors and asked them all to send me their favorite books on gratitude. Like, do you have any books you could recommend on this topic? Like the science behind it, how it works, what exactly it is. But like nobody had anything to recommend. Like nobody could give me a single one that explained exactly what gratitude is or how it works. I knew also as part of this 30-day gratitude challenge for this video that I wanted to do some kind of gratitude ritual. So I decided to iterate on what I've already tried in the past and do 3 things I'm grateful for on individual post-its each night, and also sit for a 5-minute gratitude meditation. And actually, just like that, things really started to shift. I started feeling lighter, happier, just like more content. I started noticing all of the ordinary beauty around me and like taking in the evening sky and just like noticing all of the little things. It even seemed like everyone around me was happier too. Positive statements started just rolling off the tip of my tongue, like a number 2 pencil and a dream can take you anywhere. And what we think, we become. I made more friends and more money. My blood pressure went down and I lost weight. I realized I could take on any challenge in life and nothing would ever bother me again as long as I made sure to write down the top 3 things that I was grateful for each night. Yeah, it didn't exactly go like that. Quite honestly, it didn't really go anywhere. After 30 days of doing this, I had a jar full of things I was grateful for, but I didn't really feel dramatically different. There was no magic gratitude breakthrough. So I doubled down. There has to be more to gratitude than some stupid freaking lists. I knew I needed a good book. And I wanted to make sure I found a book that wasn't going to oversimplify it and would actually kind of get into how gratitude is generated. So I stumbled across this book by Christy Nelson. Christy Nelson is an ambassador at Grateful Living and was moved by the teachings of Brother David Steindl-Rast, who is a Benedictine monk. And he's also referred to as the grandfather of gratitude. So he sounds like someone I could learn from. Christy was finally able to give me what nobody else could. Pillars, concepts, ingredients that when you practice them and understand them, actually generate organically gratitude rather than just having to force yourself to feel grateful and acknowledge things in an attitude of thankfulness. Basically, she says that there's 5 guiding principles of gratitude. 1, life is a gift. 2, everything is surprise. 3, the ordinary is extraordinary. 4, appreciation is generative. And 5, love is transformative. But she also gives you a few ways that you can shift your perspective to allow more gratitude. So these kind of complement the pillars by giving you a little bit more of a tangible way to shift your perspective throughout the day. So she gives you embrace poignancy, invite peak awareness, acknowledge privilege and plenty, align with your principles, and open to pleasure. So I really liked learning about these principles. It definitely gave me more things to kind of play around with throughout my day and practice. Noticing beauty was a big thing that she talked about a lot, and I found that just taking some time to sit around on an ordinary day in an ordinary moment and notice the beauty around me was something that I definitely latched onto as an easy way to feel more grateful in the moment. I was also really drawn to this idea that poignancy and paradox actually are a really big part of gratitude. It's kind of like when you acknowledge the duality of life is when you feel the most grateful. So when you're holding both things, like, you know, grief and love at the same time is when you're really like living gratefully. Honestly, what I found is that what resonated with me the most when it comes to being grateful was thinking about death. Imagine this. It's tomorrow and everything you know and love is gone. Maybe a catastrophic act of war or natural disaster has destroyed it. Maybe you made a mistake and it all crumbled and you're shut out or exiled. Maybe you or someone you love dies tragically and unexpectedly. If this were to happen and everything you took for granted now was gone, wouldn't you give anything just to be back in this ordinary now moment? To be back at your desk, just working, or sitting reading in bed, watching TV on the couch. No matter how simple and boring an ordinary life moment is, this thought experiment always works for me. I'm instantly grateful for everything that was never mine to begin with. And so it came to pass that I realized my favorite way to connect with gratitude is to, quote, always keep death before my eyes. I know it sounds a little morbid, but it's the only thing that really brings this topic alive for me. Because for me, what I've realized with gratitude is that it's about the fragility of life. As Christy would say, the magnificence and the hardship of it. It's about embracing poignancy and paradox, the uncertainty of life, the exact thing that gives me OCD and that I try so hard to escape from, is actually at the core of gratitude, which is the unknown, the uncertainty, the limited time that we have. So maybe that's where gratitude actually lies, for me anyway, is in embracing the sour and not the sweet. Andrea Gibson is one of my favorite poets of all time, and she says, I am grateful for no longer believing in the promise of my safety, as that did nothing for my life but convince me I could take my life for granted. Maybe being grateful is not about being thankful for what we've received, but about receiving that which was never and could never be ours. With this new understanding, I decided to craft my own recipe for gratitude. So here it is. Notice beauty. Live in uncertainty. Wonder at mystery. Appreciate what's here. Love everything. Relish in the ordinary. Welcome poignancy and paradox. Remember time is limited. And always keep death before your eyes. I am grateful for this beautiful fall weather and a walk at the park.
Mike's friendship.
My awesome girlfriend.
The powerhouse.
Another day
Katie's
in my
support and
creativity.
feeling seen by friends.
Day one of dog
having
training
true
and
soul
connecting
family.
with the
really,
pig.
really good
Deeper
picnic and
connection
talk
with
my
partner.
Good
Homemade,
therapy.
delicious veggie
Phone
burger
call with
dinner
my sister.
with peas.
Even though this
One
week
month
has been
on
challenging,
YouTube.
it still had so
Great
many
TV
good,
shows.
beautiful